Hello and welcome everyone to this early kickoff between in-form Aston Villa and current league leaders Arsenal in what promises to be an exciting, if not tense, encounter. Villa arrive in excellent form and position. They sit third in the Premier League with 27 points from 14 games, just 6 behind leaders Arsenal. Over the past few weeks, Villa have rediscovered momentum. A dramatic 4-3 win away at Brighton last time out, a solid 1-0 home win over Wolves. Also a steady run in the Europa League where they also have recently picked up victories. Their attack has been firing. In the league run leading into today, they're averaging close to 2.75 goals per game. Confidence is high, Villa Park is buzzing, and they look every bit the challengers this season. Arsenal enter this game riding a wave of consistency. They sit top of the table on 33 points from 14 games, having won 10, drawn 3, lost just 1 so far. Their recent form remains potent and composed. A 2-0 home win over Brentford just days ago extended their unbeaten streak to 18 matches across all competitions. With their defence, despite injuries to key players, still looking solid and their attack sharp, Arsenal will fancy their chances of extending that lead. That said, facing a Villa side on the rise and playing away is never simple. Team news, and for Villa, Emi Martinez starts for Aston Villa against his former club. The goalkeeper was injured in the warm-up ahead of Wednesday's 4-3 win at Brighton, but makes a quick recovery. Tielemans is in for Evan Gussan, who is left out of the squad. For Arsenal, Bukayo Saka, Eze and Jurrien Timber return at Villa Park. The trio were rested for the 2-0 win over Brentford on Wednesday and replaced Madueke, Martinelli, who dropped to the bench, while Mosquera is out for up to 6 weeks with an ankle injury. Declan Rice is past fit to play despite picking up a thigh injury midweek against Brentford. Merino retains his position up front with Gyökeres on the bench. Mikel Arteta also named 16-year-old defender Salmon among the substitutes. Kick-off and we're underway at a rocking Villa Park, and straight away this has the feel of a heavyweight contest. Third versus first, title contenders versus league leaders, and both sides absolutely flying. The noise is enormous, every early touch is met with a roar. Arsenal press immediately. Rice tries to surge forward, but McGinn stops him with a thumping early tackle. Villa Park erupts. You can already sense the intensity levels aren't going to drop once in this game. Arsenal then nearly put themselves in trouble. Timber knocks it back to Raya, who takes a heavy touch. The ball rolls dangerously close to the goal line before the Spaniard hacks it away. The home fans love that. Both sides are pressing high, both keepers under pressure, neither team allowed to breathe. Then Arsenal strike. Odegaard pounces on a loose pass. He glides inside, gets a shot away, saved by Martinez. Good hands, sharp reactions there. Villa, though, answer instantly. They win a contested ball in midfield. McGinn releases Watkins, who muscles past Timber, sprints into the box, cuts inside. It's opening up for him. Huge chance. Oh, save! Raya stands up brilliantly and parries the shot away with his left hand. Villa fans howl. Watkins knows that should be 1-0. He did so well to wriggle free, but he cannot beat Raya with his weaker foot. He was in the centre of the goal, 12 yards out. That was a big save from the Arsenal keeper. The game continues at a breathless pace. The tempo outrageous. Surely both teams cannot keep this pace up. Arsenal now go up the other end. Saka bends a shot from distance, which Martinez saves. And moments later, the ball is swung back in. Saka is there again. He meets the header, but heads it a few yards wide. End-to-end football now in this game. Nobody settling and dominating so far. Villa keep threatening on the break. Watkins' movement is electric. Every time the ball goes central, his angled run drags the Arsenal backline apart. Arsenal try to respond with the ball at their feet. Short passes, patience, triangles down the right between White, Odegaard and Saka, but Villa swarmed them whenever the tempo drops. Then Arsenal think they've scored. It's gorgeous football. Odegaard and Saka combine down the right. Saka rolls it across the 6-yard box, where Eze is waiting on Mark to tap it in at the far post, but any celebrations are immediately forestalled as the flag has gone up. Replays show that Saka made his run a fraction early. It's the correct call, but beautiful, incisive move from Arsenal. Villa, unfazed, come forward. Maatsen storms forward from left back, carries the ball 50 yards unchallenged, and eventually wins a corner for his side. But the delivery is poor and Arsenal can clear. Timber then rightfully wants to know how the former Chelsea player was able to come so far with the ball unchallenged. Villa search forward now again. Once they beat the Arsenal press, they are finding a lot of open spaces for the runners to get into. The ball is worked down the left and then quickly switched to the right. Cash has come up from the back. The goal has opened up in front of him and he rifles a shot goalward, but blocked by Declan Rice, who takes it full force in the ribs. That's a crucial intervention from the England man. He spotted that Arsenal had no cover in that area and got back just in time. The Arsenal general is winded, but is soon able to trot back into position. The pattern is clear now. Arsenal looking to control possession, but Villa looking dangerous once they get the ball and break. Arsenal keep trying to work Saka into space on the right. Torres blocks him once, twice, 3 times. Every duel is physical, tight and aggressive. The half-hour mark is passed now and Villa have the ball. They work it brilliantly down the left. Torres swings in a teasing ball towards the near post. Timber gets the faintest flick, which wrong-foots those waiting for the ball into the box. Eze is ball-watching and doesn't see Cash ghosting in behind him at the back post. Go! Matty Cash opens the scoring for Villa. He takes the shot first time, low and hard from the right edge of the 6-yard box. The angle is tight, but the pace on the ball sends it through Raya's legs and into the net before the Spaniard can react. Clinical from Villa, and it can't be said that they don't deserve to be ahead. Villa Park detonates into noise. Cash sprints into the corner, fists pumping. Arsenal players throw their arms out in frustration. Eze has his head in his hands immediately. He knows he lost his man there. Villa's pressure has been threatening this. Arsenal have only conceded first 4 times all season, but they've been punished here today. There were warning signs for the Gunners. They have looked far too open in transitions. The home crowd urge Villa on now, willing them to take advantage of this period where Arsenal look a bit shaken. Rodgers dances through a crowd inside the Arsenal box. Magical feat from the Englishman. He nearly squeezes it to Watkins for a tap-in, but Arsenal scramble it clear. Just before half-time now, Arsenal launch one more push. Saka bursts past Maatsen with a brilliant burst of acceleration, cuts it back to White, low shot, which is parried by Martinez. Rice follows up with a low strike minutes later, but that is also straight at Martinez, who can hold it. Then the whistle goes, that's it. Half-time arrives with Villa 1-0 to the good. The stadium is booming as the Villa players go off with a bounce in their step. Arsenal looking leggy and slightly overwhelmed. Are we seeing cracks in what was looking like an invulnerable machine for periods earlier this season? Half-time, Villa 1, Arsenal 0. Arsenal's tiredness, though, is understandable. That was a pulsating, high-level first half. Villa have been superb, intense, direct, full of running, and tactically smart with Tielemans pushing high and Rodgers finding pockets on the left. Watkins has caused all kinds of trouble with his movement. Arsenal have had chances, Saka especially, but they look a step off physically. Their right-sided chain of White, Odegaard, Saka is functioning well, but Eze hasn't found rhythm, and the central combinations haven't been crisp enough. Martinez has been busy, Raya too. Both sides know this is far from over. Arsenal rarely lose when trailing at half-time, but Villa are giving them one of the sternest tests of the season. Arteta, then we hear, reacts and has decided to make changes. Trossard and Gyökeres will come on in the second half with Eze and Merino going off. Second half and Arsenal come out flying. Immediately Saka skins Maatsen down the right, whips in a dangerous cross, which Konsa has to flick behind for a corner for Arsenal. Encouraging early signs though from the Gunners. From the resulting phase, Martinez punches Odegaard's cross. It lands at Trossard's feet. First time volley, saved again by Martinez, comfortably at his near post. Arteta applied from the sideline. Trossard was brought on for exactly this. Moments later, Trossard goes even closer. Odegaard lifts a gorgeous floating ball into the box. Trossard meets it on the volley, but it's inches wide. Arsenal suddenly alive. Villa's defenders arguing amongst themselves. Cash and Konsa pointing, shouting. Can Arsenal capitalise on this uncertainty? They break forward now down the right side. Rice steals the ball and quickly feeds Odegaard, who has space to come forward. He threads a perfect pass into Saka's path inside the penalty area. Saka cuts it back into chaos. Martinez gets fingertips on it, but can only direct the ball into the path of the awaiting Trossard. Go! Trossard held his run and can finish from inside the 6-yard box. Arsenal have dominated since the start of the second half and have got their reward. We're all square at Villa Park. Which way will the pendulum swing now? Who will grasp the nettle? The mood inside Villa Park momentarily falls silent. The Villa fans must have sensed this was coming. Trossard has changed everything on that left side. Arteta pumping his fists. Game on. Villa, in fairness to them, push back. Watkins drives at Hincapie. Shot is blocked. Maatsen threads a dangerous cutback. Hincapie clears again. The Ecuadorian has stood up well today, and it can't be said that himself and new centre-back partner Timber have put a foot wrong all afternoon. The one issue, as we have said, for Arsenal is those open spaces that Villa are finding when they break. Villa now have a free kick. Tielemans whips it in, but Rice heads it away. Oh, that's a lovely ball in by McGinn. He arrows a brilliant diagonal into Cash, who slices the cross horribly. That was a chance. Composure lacking there from Cash on this occasion. Villa, though, slowly playing their way back into the game. A long throw causes chaos in the Arsenal backline. The ball bounces to Maatsen. He strikes, but it's wild and way over. Arsenal then uncharacteristically give the ball away cheaply. Kamara nearly punishes them, but Hincapie is there to block again. Man of the moment, Hincapie. Seconds later, Watkins forces Raya into another save. This game has turned into a basketball game. Attack, counter, attack, counter. Oh, that's a beautiful from Odegaard. He releases Trossard with a stunning reverse pass, but the flag has gone up. He was a yard offside there on the run. Villa now make changes. Watkins off from Malen, who instantly gets involved. The ball is played into him inside the penalty area. He spins his marker. He shoots. Oh, just wide of the post. Oh, if that was on target, that was in. Villa Park gasps. Arsenal then come forward again. They answer with a volley from Rice, which is well over. Shortly after, Saka has the ball down the right wing. He plays the ball centrally to Odegaard, who for once has a bit of space in front of him at the edge of the penalty area. The Norwegian is going for the shot from 25 yards. It's going to be close. Save! Martinez pulls off a stunning fingertip save to deny a swerving Odegaard shot from 25 yards. What a stop. It may not have been going in, more likely the crossbar, but great reflexes from the Argentinian World Cup winner. Arsenal come again. They win themselves a corner. It drops to Saka, who tries to place it in the corner through a crowd of players. Blocked by Kamara. That was vitally important as the open net was behind him. Great positioning and anticipation from Kamara. Arsenal's corners are mounting, but Villa are throwing bodies in front of everything. Without Saliba and especially Gabriel, Arsenal not looking as potent from set pieces today. Play surges the other way. Maatsen again at the heart of it. He bursts into the box, cuts the ball back. Timber sticks out a desperate foot, taking the ball past Raya. The ball rolls agonizingly across the goal line, but there's no one running in to tap the ball in, and Arsenal can clear. That was so close for Villa. They've had the better chances and have stood toe-to-toe with Arsenal this afternoon, and in my book, just about edging the game on points. Arsenal living dangerously. Both sets of fans are on edge now. Neither side are settling for a point. Both teams going for it. Arteta withdraws the card-threatened Saka, who picked up a yellow for a dissent, and Madueke is on. Villa also bring on Sancho and Bogarde. 10 minutes of normal time to play. Villa finding a surge of energy. They push hard, especially down the wings. Tielemans lets fly from the edge, and Rice blocks yet again. Another heroic moment. Arsenal try to compose themselves, but each attack feels rushed. Hincapie, excellent all game, sprays a long, accurate diagonal ball out to the left wing, where Rice has found space. He wastes no time, but sends in a delicious low cross. There's no Arsenal player attacking the ball in the box. It's going to come all the way across to Madueke. The angle is tight and he's under pressure. Side netting. Then Villa storm up the other end. Malen combines with Sancho, who tries to slip him through, but the pass is slightly overhit. Still, though, the pressure is mounting. 4 minutes at a time. Arsenal loft a free kick into the Villa box, which Martinez claims comfortably. Villa then break immediately, the crowd roaring them forward. One last attack. Will there be time enough? Hincapie now miscontrols and can't stop the ball from going out for a Villa throw-in well inside the Arsenal half. The ball is thrown long into the box. It's allowed to bounce. Tielemans swings at it, but Arsenal block. They can't, though, clear the ball. It's absolute bedlam inside the box. The ball pinballs around. No one can get a definite touch. It's going to drop from Buendia. Goal! Thunderous finish into the roof of the net. Can you believe it? Villa have won it. Right at the end. Villa Park erupts. The home fans know how seismic that goal is. Blue smoke fills the stands. Flags waving triumphantly. The whole place shaking. Arsenal players sink to their knees in disbelief. And that is it. That was the last kick of the game. The referee blows his whistle straight from the restart. The title race, which Arsenal were threatening to run away with, is blown wide open. Full time here. Villa 2, Arsenal 1. What a game. Villa deliver one of their biggest statements of the season, beating the league leaders with a 94th minute winner. Their intensity, their physicality, their bravery on the break, all of it magnificent today. Arsenal weren't bad, far from it. They had chances. They found an equaliser through Trossard. They showed character, but they were too open, too stretched, and too slow clearing their lines when it mattered most. Cash's opener was deserved. Trossard's impact was enormous. Buendia's winner was unforgettable. Villa moved to within 3 points of Arsenal and into the heart of a title race nobody predicted. Arsenal suffered their first league defeat since August and will feel this one deeply. Villa 2, Arsenal 1, a modern Premier League classic and a game that might yet define the season. Good night.